then we have to think about, you're asking like in terms of employment, people aren't able to find jobs. We found that out last week. All week I produced shows on like how hard it is for Black people to find jobs. And I think digital is the next best thing, where people are like, okay, if I can't make money this way, let me hop online and get on the online trend like everybody else.
I find it very interesting that we are living in a world of such contradiction. And I'm going to direct this at you, Joe, because you hear so much now. You're a Christian, and you're nationalist and blah blah blah, and ladies need to not be doing this and that and this, and then still yet somebody's funding all of this. Somebody's closet is full of money, and they're going ting ting ting. How do we cope with the contradictions of this when we know somebody's paying these young ladies? How is it that they can get this in their mind that it's still okay to do this and still be on the left hand side? Somebody's going, no, no, no. But somebody on the right's going, ching, ching, ching.
Yeah, that's all personal, right? Like you have to really dig into yourself when you're thinking about these type of things. A lot of people point fingers outward when they really are pointing fingers inward. So, how do we cope? I mean, we got to just really deal with a lot of the cultural double standards that we live with, especially when it comes to gender. Like male creators, you know, they may receive like curiosity or even admiration for their hustle. But if a woman hustles what she got, there's a heavier moral judgment for how she's moving and how she's hustling and the things that she has to offer. And then we also have double standards in race and culture, and it just creates like a unique standpoint from how we're viewing things, and making people are kind of putting guilt and shame on people and fear of rejection from their families and their communities when nobody should be in judgment, especially if you read that little book that y'all keep throwing and thumping at people. It says in there, it says in there that you are not the judge, you're not the final say, you don't have the final word. But I mean, right now, we're not even close to even honoring. Like, there's no point in being a good person, because we are idolizing demons right now. They the ones they the ones getting lifted up, but they're hiding behind all their little Christian values and all these other things. And don't get me started, man.
No, Joe, I think you're right on target. I have to be very honest with you guys. My husband and I had this conversation over coffee this morning. I am thoroughly depressed and upset about how the world we're living in right now. And I can see why these young ladies are like, fuck it. We're going to do what we need to do to make this live. And that's what they're saying. That is what they're saying. If they're going to go down, they're going to go down the way they want to go down.
Comfortably.
And yeah, right. So I think that we're all kind of, well, I can't speak for everybody. I just know that me and my household, we shake our head every day and we start thinking, are we being a light into the world? Because that is one of my goals, is to be a light, even if it just makes someone smile by me laughing that day. But Dr. Sabrina, how do you think that this trend affects students long term when it comes to financial planning?